Hi, I wanted to show you a quick video about how you can use Excel to quickly calculate averages and standard deviations. I have here a file in which I've entered in all of my mass values. Note, if you put a G at the end of one of these, Excel will read this as a text file and it won't work. So I just need the numerical values. In order to get Excel to calculate something, here's what you do. I'm going to start in the cell below it and I will write equals. Whenever you want Excel to calculate something, you always have to start with an equal sign. There are various codes for the functions you might want it to calculate. The first one that we're going to do is the average, and the code to calculate an average is average. So you'll write equals average, and then you do an open bracket. You select the cells for which you want it to calculate the average, close bracket, enter. Okay, and it has calculated the average of those cells. The other thing you're going to want to calculate is a standard deviation. The code for standard deviation is stdev. So again, we're going to start with an equal sign and then type in stdev, open bracket, select the cells, close bracket, enter, and there we go. This is telling me that the average is 3.438 plus or minus 0.025 grams. A quick trick which might be helpful to you, if I select these two cells and then bring my cursor to the lower right until I get this black crosshair, I can click, hold, and drag to the right. Okay, so click, hold, drag to the right. And what it will do is automatically calculate those same functions in the adjacent cells. So here it's calculated the average of the neighbors, and here it's calculated the standard deviation. One last comment which may be helpful for you. You're also going to calculate a confidence interval. You can go back and look at some of the pre-lab slides for that formula. But it's a number called the student t times the standard deviation divided by the square root of the number of measurements. And you can also get Excel to do that. You're calculating something, so you'll write equals. And then you're going to enter in the student t value. I'm going to use a made-up value, 1.5000. That is not the correct student t value, but you can figure that out and use this as an example. It's going to multiply by the standard deviation. So I do the asterisk multiplication, and then I'm going to click the cell which has the standard deviation in it. This is divided by the square root of the number of measurements. The code in Excel for a square root is sqrt. So I'm going to type that in. Parentheses 10. There we go. There's the confidence interval for this data set. Again, I can drag it and I can get it for both of them. Hope this helps. And let me know if you have any questions.